James Sutherland, Chief Executive Officer, Cricket Australia. Thank you for taking Australian Cricket Family questions. And the first question from Matt Stanton. There's plenty of youth in the team at the moment. Do you think, though, there is room for more players with a bit more experience?
It's always an exciting time when you've got young players coming into the team and seeing how they take the opportunity that's in front of them. It's always a bit of a balancing act. We always want to have a team that has a level of experience but also have young players that are coming through. And I think we've got that in the team right now.
James, there seem to be a lot of New South Wales players selected for Australian teams. Why is that so? Why is it so New South Wales oriented? Do you think there's room for more players from other states?
Well, there's only room for 11 people in a cricket team, I suppose. There's a really proud history of, achievement and success in New South Wales cricket. They've won more Sheffield Shields than anyone else, and they've had more cricketers come through and represent Australia than anyone else. It's a really strong culture of success, and I think success breeds success there. But that's not to say that the other states aren't doing their best to produce cricketers. Perhaps New South Wales have numbers in their favour. Certainly they have more cricketers in New South Wales than anywhere else in Australia.
A question from Nigel Eaton. Why is Cricket Australia spoiling the fun at the cricket with expensive pricing and heavy-handed security? It's killing the entertainment value of going to the game, don't you think?
Well, look, I think what we're really about is people being able to come to the cricket and enjoy themselves and get great value for money and enjoy themselves. I know that the pricing in terms of our ticketing is very much targeted in a family-oriented way so that the ticket prices are not too high, but there are other levels of pricing so that premium tickets are priced in such a way that people can not only afford them but also have the extra comfort of those prime seats. The behavioural issue is an important one. We want people to come to the cricket and enjoy themselves. We don't want people to come to the cricket, enjoy themselves and ruin other people's fun at the cricket. And that's a really important component of what we're encouraging our fans to do, and I guess the way in which we're managing and helping to support days at the cricket.
James, a question from Greg Chapman. I'd like to see more Aboriginal people involved in the game, maybe playing for Australia. What are you doing about that?
Look, it's certainly there are a number of programs throughout the country, both at state level and national level, that we are supporting. We're very keen on and hopefully seeing an Indigenous cricketer come through and wear the baggy green cap in the not too distant future. I guess the main thing, the climax of the season for Indigenous cricketers is the Impaja Cup every year, which is held in Alice Springs. Something like 500 Indigenous cricketers come from all over the country to play in a carnival. It's a fantastic event. I've been to it a number of times. A great excitement and passion for the game of cricket. And as we see each year the standard of cricket's improving there, surely it's only a matter of time before we see an Indigenous cricketer come through and wear the bag. Further to that, at national level, we support teams, so Indigenous teams that tour overseas. There was an Indigenous tour to England a couple of seasons ago, and on top of that, scholarship programs for state cricketers, Indigenous state cricketers, to come through and to go to the Centre of Excellence, learn from the best coaches around, and hopefully take those skills back into their state.
Question from James Gibson. Why is there no state cricket on free-to-air TV?
Well, I think that's really a question for the free-to-air networks. They choose not to cover the interstate cricket. But I think one of the things that we do, we are very appreciative of, is the fantastic coverage we get on Fox Sports of state cricket through not only the Ryobi One Day Cup, where most matches are shown live on Fox Sports, but the Big Bash League, all of the matches are live on Fox Sports. And during the course of the season, towards the end of the season, we also see the Sheffield Shield final played on Fox Sports. So it's something a dedicated sports channel like Fox Sports can dedicate the time to interstate cricket, and we're very appreciative of their support of cricket around the country.
James, a question from Karina Sol. The captain is now a selector. Ricky Ponting wanted to be a selector. Why didn't this occur before now?
Look, I think it's come up a number of times. If you go back in history, there were times when on tour the captain was actually a part of the selection panel. I think everyone's very much aware that the captain has always had a pretty significant say in the makeup of a team. And I think the recommendation that came out of the Australian Team Performance Review was to really formalise this role of the captain as a selector, and I think it adds an element of accountability to the captain and the selection panel and everyone involved, and that was really an underlying theme through the Team Performance Review about delivering performance through greater accountability.